Hello and good evening there, everybody. Marcus C. Williams here. And we're doing this live because we're doing a donation telethon. So it's like a ask Marcus questions, listen to Marcus go over things that we've got going on and the direction that we'd like to see the city going. Because I want to hear from you guys and hear what your thoughts are and see together where we can go together, you know. The whole reason why I'm running for city council is I'm about sick and tired of all of the insanity that's going on in our city. So hopefully you guys, as the notifications start coming in, start to come into the room, I encourage you guys to share this video out on your page, share it on other pages, share it with your friends and all of that, and have them join the conversation. So tonight, I encourage you guys, donate on my website because it's not an easy fight going against these people that really honestly don't care about our community. So go to my website, Marcus4 Rochester.com, and donate. Now, I want to hear from you. So if you drop a comment in the comments, I should be able to hear from you. Drop a thumbs up, hit a heart, okay, and definitely share and get this out there. So as we have this conversation together, if you guys have a question, drop one in the comments and share this out to other people. So I'm running for city council in Rochester, New York. Our city is a great city. I love our city. Rochester, it has my heart. I've grown up here pretty much all my life. It's, if you ask me, the only place that I'd want to be in the world because I love my community. I love my community. I want our community to thrive. I want it to grow. But I know that right now, our elected officials, not so much, they're really trying to focus on other things than the actual issues in our community. And that's honestly kind of concerning. And that's me putting it mildly. It's very concerning. What we see right now is we see a bunch of elected officials that rather serve their benefactors and what serves their pockets best than actually serving our community. City council and any other representatives are supposed to represent us, the people. You know, that's how our Constitution and our Declaration of Independence, that's how our whole country, our foundational documents are based off of we, the people, right? You know, this is something that I believe is very crucial that's been lost over time because our representatives, and you can take this on any level of government, from local, city council, town council, all the way up to Congress. You know, a lot of these people that are in these elected offices have forgotten about us. They've forgotten about our communities. They've forgotten about the people that they're supposed to serve. Hit the like, hit the share button real quick, get this out to other people, and make sure that you drop a thumbs up, hit a heart, and let's have this conversation together. I want to hear what your thoughts are. I want to hear if you guys have any questions for me. And I believe it'll populate most of the questions from most of the different sites in the comments. So please let me know what you think. If you are asking a question and I don't bring it up, I probably am not able to see it, but please drop the question. I will come back to it when I get offline later. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're doing a donation telethon. And I want to hear from you guys what your concerns are, what directions you'd like to see city council go, what directions you'd like to see the city of Rochester go. And we're just sharing this conversation together. So drop a comment, drop a thumbs up, definitely hit the share button, get this out there. I'd like to get this out to more people so we can have a real serious conversation and actually chart a better course for our city as a whole, because we deserve better and we deserve representatives that are going to actually represent the people. So join the conversation, drop a comment in the comments, hit the share button, hit the heart button. I see more people are starting to tune in. Hit the heart button, hit the like, hit the thumbs up, and drop a comment. Let me know what you'd like to talk about this evening, and I'll talk about any of the topics that you guys bring up. I see somebody just dropped a comment. Let's see. Okay, so please no bully says just have normal people run instead of race communists. if you guys are watching, just tuning in, drop a comment. We're going to discuss whatever comments you put in. This is about the community, discussing what is on the community's mind tonight. So drop a comment. If you drop a comment, I don't respond. It's because I probably can't see it on here, but I'll try to pop them up. So just have normal people run this instead of a race of communists. So I guess basically what's being said there is you're concerned that a lot of the people are pretty much far left communist type of people. I guess that's what the concept is there. I'm guessing you're thinking kind of neo-Marxist type of people. Now, for you guys watching at home that aren't familiar with Marxism and stuff like that, Marxism basically is collectivism. Now, what's collectivism? Collectivism is basically where you have a controlled, centralized government that dictates to everybody exactly how they get to use their own stuff, and the government controls the whole means of production, and they tell everybody what to do. You have to do this. You have to do that. If you want to be a doctor, you can't be a doctor. You got to go sweep the floor. And communism tells you that the same doctor is going to get the same pay that the person sweeping the floor is going to get. So that's what they're talking about. We'll go into that in a second. I see another comment in there. Hey, I see you. I'm going to mention your comments as you come up. So hit the heart, hit the share button, drop comments. I'm going to discuss all of the comments that come into the thread as we go. So let's get back to this comment here. So with these communist type of concepts where everybody has exactly the same thing, that's not what our foundational principles as a nation are. And the whole concept of America is that we want to better ourselves as individuals, right? Like, we don't want everything that our neighbor has. We don't want to have the same thing as everybody else. We want better for ourselves, and we want to be able to chart our own course, have predestination. Okay, hit the thumbs up, hit the like as we have this conversation, and drop a comment, and I'll bring up your comment and we'll have a conversation about it. So charting our own destiny as we go as an individual in our country is very important. It's crucial to our foundational documents and our foundational roots. You know, the old concept, every man's home is his castle, you know, so you're the king of your own castle, of your own domain. You can chart the concept of the individual individual as sovereign. As an individual, you control your own life and your own destiny and stuff like that. That's very integral. Now, when it comes to city council and local races, you're right. There are people who are openly calling themselves socialists and communists. And anybody that's joining in, hit that thumbs up and hit that share it on your page, and let's have more people join in the conversation. So I agree with you. I think that we need more people that are focused less on ideology and more on the actual issues in our community. I 100% agree with that. Let's see what other comments we got here. We got we got Snow. Snow, what's up? I see you out there. Thank you for watching. Please share this and make sure that you guys go to my website and donate. I need donations to go and push back against all of these people that are in office right now that we see are not serving our community. They don't care about our needs. They don't address the basic things like crime and public safety. They don't address the real serious issues like education and opportunity for the children to thrive in the future. They don't address any of that. And let's not talk about housing or the drugs or anything like that. So please go on my website, donate, Marcus the number 4 Rochester.com, and drop in the comments when you donate, and I'll give you a shout out. Please donate $10, $25, $250, whatever you can donate, please donate, because every donation helps us get more of the message out to more people. I need your guys' assistance. I'm not able to do it alone. I'm a grassroots candidate. I'm just trying to make a difference in my community. So whatever you can donate, whether it's $500 or whether it's $10, please go on my website, donate, Marcus the number 4 Rochester.com. I see you guys coming in and watching. Hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the heart, drop some comments, and let's have some conversations. I want to answer all of you guys' questions. Anything that you guys have a question about, drop it in the comments, and I'll do my best to pop it up and go through it. I see more comments here coming in. Let's see. Got, yeah, pretty much. They have the craziest ideas that don't work. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are doing right now. We're seeing a lot of promises come out from people that are on city council or that are in different levels of government. And they'll say, oh, well, we'll do this or we'll do that, but it never seems to materialize. The best example I can give you in the city of Rochester, Rochester for 57 years has been completely run by Democrats. Now, this isn't a hit on Democrats, but this is just to the point, right? Are your elected officials serving you or are they serving themselves? So for 57 years, it's been run solely by Democrats. City council, all Democrats. You got the, what do you call it? The school board, all Democrats. You got all the judges, Democrats. You got everybody on every level of government, including the mayor, for 57 years in the city of Rochester have been Democrats. Now, myself, I am a registered Republican, but I lean more conservative and constitutional. I stand on values and principles, so sometimes I don't go along with what everybody else wants because my main concern is the people. So please make sure that you guys go and you donate on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com, whether you can donate $10, $25, $50, or maybe $250. Whatever you donate will help us get there to help get the message out that somebody cares about our community and that you matter to me, because together we can push forward to make a better tomorrow. And definitely hit the thumbs up and the share. So as we have this conversation, you're right. People, 57 years of completely Democrat rule in our city. That means that nobody else can be blamed. That means the Republicans, the Independent, Green Party, nobody can be blamed but Democrats for the policies. And it's not about the party. Remember, it's about policies. I see more comments coming in. It's about policies. And the policies really matter. But what it shows is that the Democrats in our city for 57 years are not delivering on what they promised. They tell us they're going to work on poverty. Poverty has gone up. They spend more money on poverty every year. Poverty keeps going up. How is that possible if you're going to address it? But that's what the Democrats in our city say. And they're the only ones in office. 57 years, they've been the only ones in office. So it's not anybody else's fault. It's clearly on their head. And these are the conversations we need to have. So they've also been saying, oh, we're going to work on the schools. But in the 57-year time period, the Democrats have been in control of our city. Nothing. Schools have gotten worse. Every year, the budget is more and the results are less. Kids are graduating. They're not able to read or write. It's absolutely reprehensible. It's absolutely insane. This is not good at all. We can't go on like this. You look at everything else, like the crime. What do they tell you? Oh, the crime is fine. Like right now, our mayor says crime is down. Everything is great. I don't know about you. I don't see things as being great. I see criminals not getting punished. I see victims not getting justice. And I see businesses that are constantly being ransacked and savaged by criminals that are getting no punishment. What are we doing about that? Nothing. Kevin, I see your comment. I'm going to bring your comment up. I see Miss Davis has a comment. It's a long comment. I don't know if that's going to be able to fit on the screen, but I'm going to try to bring that up too. So, but for 57 years, the Democrats have run our city. Make sure you share this video and make sure you donate on my website. I need you guys' donation to help get out the word. Marcus, the number 4Rochester.com. Takes less than 2 minutes to do. But for 57 years, the Democrats have been running our city. If you're a Democrat, you have to start to ask yourself, should I consider voting for somebody in another party locally? I'm not talking about the federal government. I'm not talking about the state government. I'm talking about here, locally. If you're Democrat or working family or independent, you can vote for somebody on another line. This year, I'll be on the conservative line. And right now, I'm working on getting signatures to get on the independent line. And our petitions look something like this right here. So that's what we got going on. And if you can, help me collect signatures. Go on my website, Marcus, the number 4Rochester, and volunteer to help collect signatures, make phone calls, whatever you can do. But really, I need your guys' donations to help get the word out. And we're going to continue forward with this conversation. But it shows that what's been promised, it's not getting delivered on, not even a little bit. And the craziest thing is, no matter who's in the office, the party is still who runs that office. And it's all Democrats in all of those offices. So that's why you don't see anybody standing up. That's why you don't see anybody pushing back. Let's get to some of these other comments and we can come back to this in a minute. Let's see. We got, let's see. Kevin says, the May 15th at 6 p.m. is the next speak to council session. Yes, Kevin, I appreciate when you come out with me and you come speak on issues in the community that you're experiencing. Now, Kevin lives in an area where they have a very serious drug and loitering problem, and it's continually going unaddressed. It's something that I've been working on trying to get city council to address for some time. It's like they just don't care. Last maybe a week or two ago, I went there and finally we got a couple of people to come in. It was more than just me. It was more than just Kevin, Mr. McBride. It was more than him. More people started to come out. And I'm so glad that I could be encouraging to get more of you guys out. It really means a lot. And if you are local, please join us at the next city council meeting, May 15th, 6 p.m. is a speak to council session. You can tell them for 2 minutes about what your concerns are. Drop your comments in the comments. I'll bring them up and we can have a conversation about your questions, comments, concerns going on. But the reason why we're doing this is a donation telethon fundraiser. So I need your donations because we're going against these people that clearly don't have the best interest of our community at heart, and they are well funded. So we need to raise more money so that we can actually start pushing out the message that we can have a better future, that we can have better opportunities, that there is another way forward. And in order to do that and continue to encourage people, I need your help, you guys. So please go on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com, donate whatever you can. Maybe you can donate $1,000. Maybe you can donate $250. Maybe you can donate $10. But whatever you can do, definitely donate. Drop a little bit in there, whatever you can do, because every little bit helps. I'm not able to do this alone. I need your guys' help. So go on my website, Marcus4, Rochester.com, and donate. Takes less than 2 minutes. Go do that real quick. Drop a comment. Tell me you donated, and I'll pop you up on the screen and encourage others to match your donations. So let's keep going. And if you guys are watching, please hit the share button, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, hit the heart. Even if you don't have anything to say in the comments, just drop a thumbs up or an American flag in the comments, because every comment helps kick the algorithm and get it out to more people. Let's get to some more of these comments. Drop a comment if you have a question or something you'd like me to talk about. Let's see. We got a couple more in here. Miss Davis says a lot of stuff, apparently. Let's see. Says most registered voters are voting for the leader in office because they are encrypted in the ideas of old democracy and the democratic process. They are looking around their neighborhoods and examining all their real reasons why they are oppressed. They must remove the idea of the blue status quo, as these people have no idea what the system is or how it works. So what she's talking about right there is, in our city, we have this concept that's been pushed for years. It's really brainwashing. They say all the time in their advertisements, vote blue no matter who. That sounds crazy to me. Hold up. Vote blue no matter who? You want me to vote all one way, no matter who the candidate is or no matter what they stand for? What if they say they want to take babies out and put their heads on spikes in front of City Hall? You want me to just vote for that because they're in one row? What if they say that they want to take dogs and barbecue them for lunch in front of the Humane Society? Is that something that I should vote for just because they're on the Democrat line? Why would you want to do that? So this is why we have to do, this is what Miss Davis is talking about. We have to start thinking for ourselves and understanding that no matter what your registry, your party is registered in November and in early voting in October, you can vote for anybody, no matter the party. Even if you do mail-in voting, you can vote for whoever, no matter what the party is. You don't have to vote all one row. You don't have to vote all blue, no matter who, because that's what's gotten us where we are right now. It's not working. So I myself will be on the conservative line this year. So I encourage you, vote for me wherever you see my name. I'm also working on getting an independent line, and we're collecting signatures to get on the line right now. So our petitions look like this. So please volunteer on my website and do what you can, join in, and we can make this happen together. I need you guys' donations because we're going up against a monster machine that doesn't care about you, doesn't care about me, but you guys matter to me. And that's why I'm fighting so hard to give you guys encouragement, to give you guys a real reason to believe that we can make a difference when we unite together, because we need to restore hope. There is so much despair in our area and our city. It is tragic. And we know that the despair and the darkness is the playground of Satan, and that's how he drags people down. Or if you're one of those people that believe more spiritual and you want to say, well, that's low vibrational, it is. It absolutely is. All of everything we see around us largely is negative, and people trying to gaslight us and tell us that what we see every day is not what's going on. So please donate to my campaign, Marcus, the number 4Rochester.com. Donate whatever you can, because we're going against this machine that doesn't want anything good for you. And I want to see a community in a future where we all can thrive, not just big developers, not people that they're trying to ship in from the other side of the country that have more money than you so that they can push us out of our communities and make housing unaffordable. I want you to be able to thrive. I want your kids to be able to thrive. I want families to be able to build a future for themselves and chart their own course in our city. So please go to my website, Marcus, the number 4Rochester.com. Donate, do whatever you can. If you can drop $1,000 in there, that would be fantastic. If you could only drop $250, drop $250. If you could only drop $25, do that. Do whatever you can, because every dollar helps us get closer to making a larger difference together. And drop a comment, hit the share button real quick. I see you guys watching. Hit the share button. It only takes 2 seconds. Hit the share, hit the retweet button. Only takes a couple seconds. Hit that. And then drop a comment, even a thumbs up or an American flag, so I know you're watching, because that helps the algorithm also. Let's get to some more of these comments. Drop a comment and I'll pop your comment up and we'll try to discuss it. If you have any questions, drop a question. I'll talk about it and let's go on with it. Let's see. Miss Davis says, they have to remove Mayor Malik Evans and the complete Democrat Party infrastructure. Okay, so talking on that specifically, the Democrat infrastructure locally, there are many different factions in the Democrat Party. That's why you guys always see a lot of contention, and you see the people in the Democrat Party locally fighting against each other. They've got the I guess you would say the what do you call them? The Morelli Democrats. You got the more so city Democrats. You got the socialists, and you got the this other group and a couple of other groups and little fractions inside the Democrat Party. But honestly, it's very clear in our city. I can't speak for the rest of the county. I could speak for the rest of the county, but I want to try to keep it in the city. But in our city, it's all run by Democrats. You understand? So it's a very, very serious issue that's going on right now, because the Democrats are not addressing our issues. If you're a Democrat, registered Democrat, right now, do you think that the people in office are representing you very well? Honestly, even if you're a socialist, let's be real. We got people on the city council right now that are open socialists that don't even stand on socialist principles. That's baffling to me. Not the popular nonsense like, oh, well, whatever's going on in the Middle East today or whatever's going on in Europe today, not those type of things. I mean, actual social issues in our city, like the poverty, like the homeless, and then these people talk about class warfare and stuff like that. But the middle class is being erased in our city. We're being pushed out, and they don't talk about that, but they call themselves socialists. I'm not even trying to hear anything from them, because they don't even stand on the values that they say that they represent. And when you don't stand on the values and morals that you say that you represent, you really show me about yourself. I might not agree with you or your philosophy, but when you show me who you are, I'm going to believe you. And all of these people have shown me that they don't even believe in what they say. And that's about the socialists that we got in there calling themselves social democrats or whatever, Democrat socialists or whatever they're calling themselves this week. Y'all don't care about the people because y'all ain't out here talking about doing nothing for the homeless. I ain't seen y'all do nothing for the homeless. We got 118,000 homeless kids of school age. Where are the Democrat socialists talking about doing something about that? Nothing, nowhere. Where are they putting funds to do something about that? Nothing, nowhere. Okay, we got housing problems out the wazoo. They're like, oh, let's do rent control. Nobody want rent control. We want homes. We want houses. Ain't nobody trying to rent all their life. We want home ownership. We want to build generational wealth. We want to go into retirement and have a nest egg. You know what I'm saying? Like, these people ain't trying to help us plan for the future. They're out here playing in our face. Then you got the rest of the Democrats, right? And this isn't a hit piece on Democrats. This just so happens all of our elected officials in the city of Rochester for 57 years have all been Democrats. So I'm going to encourage you this year, if you're a registered Democrat in November, understand you don't have to vote Democrat. Vote for me, Marcus C. Williams, and you'll see me on the conservative line. And I'm working to get an independent line too. I could use your help collecting signatures. These are our independent petitions. Please help us get signatures so that we can get an independent line that I'm calling the community first line, because you guys know our community is the most important thing to me. Hit the heart button, hit the thumbs up button, drop some comments. We're going to go through all of your comments tonight. Whatever your question is, whatever your comment is, drop it in the comments. I'm going to pop it up. We're going to talk about it. Let's get this going. Make sure you go to my website and donate. This is why we're doing this, because I need your help to get the finances to actually start to compete against these people that are disservicing our community. They don't care about us. They clearly don't. If they did, something be done about the crime. Nothing's being done about the crime. Victims ain't getting no justice. And the criminals running around wild with more rights than actual citizens that are trying to do their best to take care of their family or live their life. Make it make sense. Education, they're not doing anything about that. You know, it's crazy. Please donate on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. I need your help so that we can actually make a difference this year. Donate, drop a comment, let me know that you donated so that way I can pop it up and let other people know that you have donated and encourage them to actually match your donation. And if you don't, and you can just donate, I won't pop your stuff up. Just if you donate regularly and you don't put it in the comments, I won't tell nobody. You ain't got to tell nobody. I ain't about to tell nobody. Just drop a donation. Let's see what else we got. Kevin says something. Let's see. Kevin says, got a call in advance on May 15th to speak to, oh, okay. So Kevin's talking about the next Speak to Council, which is May 5th. Is it May 15th? I thought it was the 16th. It's May 15th at 6 p.m. If you guys are tired of this nonsense and you want to voice your concerns to City Council, you can talk every month. There's a Speak to Council. I go almost every month. I've gone almost every month for, I don't know, probably the last 10 years. I go consistently to voice what our issues are in our community because nobody else is doing it. And it's very serious because these people that claim that they represent us, they're not representing us. Donate on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. Please drop some comments so we can talk about some of your issues that you want to discuss and have a conversation, a bit of back and forth. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Okay. Make sure you drink water and stay hydrated. Okay. Drink water, stay hydrated. And share this on your page, you guys. Make sure you share. Share it on your page. Share it on your friend's page. Share it on your cousin's page. Share it on that girl that you don't like, okay? Share it on their page too. All right, let's jump into this conversation. Remember, you can drop comments. I will do my best to answer any comments. I don't know where the other phone went. Let's see if we got any comments that I can't see on the screen right now. So, you guys, let's talk about a couple of issues while we're waiting for more comments to come in. And please make sure you guys go donate on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. So right now in our city, we've got a number of different issues, okay? A number of different issues, very, very wide-ranging issues. But no issue is as serious as the threat that we have right now to public safety. It's crazy. The public safety threat is absolutely out of control. And city council ignores it. They go through and they're like, oh, yeah, nothing's going on. And then the mayor says, oh, well, you know, crime is down because shootings are down. Nobody's trying to hear that. I hate to say it like that, but nobody's trying to hear that because every day people are living in fear in our community because they see what's going on. Like, you're not going to tell people that they're not hearing shots in their neighborhood. You're not about to sit here and tell people that what they're witnessing every day isn't happening. You're not going to tell people that their cars aren't being stolen. Like, who are we playing with? You know, like they just tell us anything and expect us to believe it. You know, it's like like Star Wars. I don't know if any of you guys watch Star Wars. They're like, these are not the droids you were looking for. They're like, they're not shooting outside. You know, they're not stealing cars. Like, what are you talking about? Of course this is going on. Don't act like we don't see and witness everything that's going on every single day. You know, and this is why I'm running, because I'm not about to sit here and let these people keep gaslighting us when we've got very important issues on how we're going to direct our future and actually be able to benefit for all of our community, you know? And that's why I'm running, because these people keep playing. I can't, I'm sorry, you guys. Excuse me for saying that word, the C word. I'm unwilling to deal with their continued gaslighting and them keep getting up there and playing in our face. That is one of the most frustrating things for me, because they get up there, they sit up there, they act like they're better than us. They act like they don't know what time it is. They act like crime isn't real. They act like we ain't graduating kids that aren't able to read or write. Are you serious? Like, the kids are graduating from school and they're not able to read and write. What type of a future will the children have if they're not able to do basic tasks? They're not able to get a job because they can't read. And then people are like, oh, yes, they can read. First of all, I don't know if you guys have been watching the news lately. In Baltimore, which we're actually a worse performing school district in Baltimore. Make that make sense. We're in the bottom 3 of the country as far as performance, and we're in the top 3 of spending in as far as the country goes in school districts. It's insane. We're in the top 3 of spending, but we're in the bottom 3 of performance. Now in Baltimore, and I think one other place, maybe I think it's Boston. Boston is ahead of us in spending also, which is crazy. Or is it DC? I forget. It changes up every year, but we're always in the top 3 somehow in spending, and always in the bottom 3 of actual results. So there have been students that have been suing their schools because they're not able to read and write. There was an article about a young lady who got accepted to college, and now she's suing her school because she can't read. You mean they're graduating kids that can't read? And then people tell me that that's not happening in Rochester. Excuse me. I've had to hire youth for entry-level jobs. I'm telling you from experience, there are hundreds, because I've interviewed hundreds, there are hundreds of students that are graduating from the RCSD that are not able to read, write, or do basic math. That is not a joke. That is not hyperbole. I'm not exaggerating. They are not able to do basic reading, writing, and arithmetic. I'm talking basic. I'm talking about they can't make you change. If it's 1875, and that's like a good number, right? If it's 1875 and they give you a $20 bill, they cannot make change. They can't. Excuse me for saying that word, C word. They are absolutely unable to. It's crazy, but this is what our school district is producing. Drop a comment, share this out, hit the heart button, share this so we can get more people involved in this conversation. And if you drop a comment, I'll pop your comment up on screen and we'll talk about your comment or concern. Make sure you hit the heart button or hit a like, hit a thumbs up. Hit a thumbs up, or even in the comments, just drop like an American flag or a happy face or a thumbs up. And please go on my website. That's why we're doing this donation fundraiser telethon. Go on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com, and donate whatever you can, whether it's $25 or whether it's $250 or more. Donate whatever you can, because we're up in a fight against people who are trying to steal our future from us and from the children. We're no longer able to allow that to go on. We see so many issues in our city and our community, but they refuse to address them That's why I'm running. So I encourage you, donate on my website, Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. And if you donate and you want to put in the comments that you donated, I'll do my best to share it and encourage other people to match your donation. We got a couple of comments in here. Let's see what we got going on. Make sure you drop a comment so we can discuss whatever you want to talk about, or as long as it's related to local politics. As long as it's related to local politics, we'll talk about it. Okay, or your concerns for our future and direction. Let's see. Okay, we did that one. Let's see this one. Okay, and we did that one, and let's see. Oh, the other one won't pull up. Okay, so somebody asked about the it won't show up on the screen by clicking it, but somebody asked about the actual the schools and the education system. So they said what could be done in a city council level to address the issues with the school district. So recently, a couple months ago, they did the budget. The mayor submitted his budget for what he wanted to do, and city council does the whole budget. They're the ones who handle the money. And I pushed for the mayor to have in his budget money for tutoring at our rec centers. So I had to have a little back and forth with his office because they're like, oh no, that's for what schools are for. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So for me personally, if you guys are from the area, I grew up going to the Boys and Girls Club. I used to go to Swan. Like they had tutoring things. So in my head, those are things that work, that I know worked. And those are things that I've experienced in a rec center type atmosphere. So why wouldn't we be doing that right now? And I said, we need to put money towards tutoring. And I had to have a back and forth with the mayor's office on that portion of the budget. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make any sense. And I've asked city council for that before, but it hasn't happened. Okay, not like this. So I was finally able to get the mayor to push to put some in there. And now there's more funding for tutoring at rec centers. Amen. Hallelujah. And I'm not even in office yet. So I'm telling you guys, it's important that we get people in office that are going to advocate for us, that are going to stand on business, and they're not going to be all flittery and fluttery and go out of the way that they're not supposed to, because the job of our elected officials is to represent us. They're elected representatives. And very often they seem to forget that they represent us. So real quick, if you got any questions or comments, drop a comment, drop a question. As long as it's related to local politics, I'll do my best to address it. We're not talking about international politics or national politics. We're talking local home politics. So drop some comments and make sure you share this out, and definitely drop a heart in the comments or a thumbs up and just let me know that you're watching, because that helps kick the algorithm too. And I know some of the comments are not showing up in the little blotter thing, so I'll try to read off the ones I see as they're coming in on the other phone. So somebody asked about how do I feel about the animal shelter and them putting $2.5 million to it or whatever, something like that. I'm not able to completely read it and look at the screen and talk to you guys at the same time. But yeah, I think it's great that they finally put that money towards the animal shelter. It took them long enough, right? Like, I'm grateful that they're putting money towards the animal shelter now, but it's very interesting that all of a sudden the mayor's putting money towards it, and it's in an election year, right? And then we got what's her name? Mary and Stanley on city council. All of a sudden they're doing a special hearing so that they can listen to the community on what's going on at the animal shelter in an election year, and both of them are running for office. Come on now. You playing in my face. You playing in my face. Don't play in my face like that because it's an election year. You've been in office for 4 years. I go to city council almost every month, and I know that the people from Voiceless of Verona, and a number of other people that care about the animals have been complaining for over 4 years. And now all of a sudden, in a turbulent election season, now all of a sudden you're putting money towards it. Hey, I'm happy they're putting money towards it. But the fact that they're putting money towards it and now they're doing a hearing on it for Mary and Stanley, you're playing in my face. Don't play in my face, bro. Don't do that. Just put the money towards it. Don't nobody ask for all of the rest of that. It's like when they're out here taking all these photo ops. Nobody asked for all of that. Okay? You looking foolish. Don't do that. Okay? Because you're ignoring the very simple, basic issues of everything that is going on every day. It's despicable, honestly. That's me putting it nicely. I got some other thoughts about it, but they're more colorful and not appropriate for internet dissemination. Maybe at least not on not the way, not on the business that I'm trying to handle. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot to say about it. Let's see what happened. Somebody asked. Okay. Okay. Kevin says that he donated $10 to my campaign. Kevin, thank you so much for your donation. Is there anybody out there that will match Kevin's donation? Kevin donated $10. You guys can donate on my website, Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. It takes less than 10 minutes. Well, if you guys would donate and match Kevin's donation of $10 or more, it would be awesome. We got to get this going and kick this off into high gear, because these people that really are destroying our city and stealing our future are well funded. They're funded by developers. They're funded by special interests. They're funded by backers that want nothing more than to push us out of our city and our community and make it so it's more difficult for us to live every day. They don't care about you. If they did, they'd focus on the regular issues that we face every single day, but they don't. They don't even fix the potholes in the street. Potholes crazy. We'll talk about that in a second. But they're not doing anything. Please, you guys, match Kevin's donation. Kevin donated $10. Go on my website, Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. Donate whatever you can, whether it's $250 or just $10. Please donate. And if you drop a comment saying that you donated, I'll pop it up on the screen and I'll do my best to encourage you guys, encourage other people to match your donation. So please go to my website, Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com, and donate. This is why we're doing this, so we can raise funds and have a community conversation, so I can actually address the concerns of you guys and answer some of your questions that you might have for me, or give you guys some solutions that I see that are possible when I get elected to city council. And please go donate. I got some other comments coming in. Drop a comment, you guys. Drop a comment. Let's talk. And we'll try to talk about whatever your concern is on here, as long as it's regarding local politics. Okay? And definitely share this out. Hit the thumbs up, hit the heart. Even if you can, just drop a heart or a thumbs up in the comments, or an American flag. Let me know you're listening. It helps kick the algorithm to get out to more people. Miss Davis says, how can a person become a community leader in Rochester? That's a good question, Miss Davis. I guess the first thing I would say is, for somebody to become a community leader in Rochester, the first thing would be to show up, right? The first thing would be for the community to show up. Kevin brought up a good point. The Speak to Council is May 15th at 6 p.m. All you got to do is call City Council ahead of time, okay? Anytime between now and the 15th, you call City Council, say, hey, I want to speak at the next Speak to Council, and you sign up. You tell them what your issue is, whether it's public safety or education, or the, I don't know, maybe the drain doesn't go down in front of your house. Whatever your issue is, you can actually speak to council about it. So to Miss Davis's comment, the first thing to become a community leader is to stand up. And I want to dig down into that. But you guys, please donate. Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. It just takes less than 2 minutes. We're working to raise right now tonight. We're working to raise about $1,000 so that we can push this campaign forward and get it out to more people, because the more people that we engage, the more people that know that somebody's running that really cares about our community. That's how we can make a real difference. Even if you're not local, even if you don't live in Rochester, you can still donate. Please donate tonight. We're working on raising $1,000. We're trying to meet our goal right now. So please donate on my website, Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. That's Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. Drop your comments and we'll discuss about whatever your issue is, as long as it's local politics, or even if it's something that you want to talk about, just local, we'll talk about it. So drop a comment, hit the share, hit the like, and let's go back into this about community leaders. So I don't know if you saw the other day, Miss Davis, the mayor, it happened because Tom Homan came here, and in reference to, if you guys are watching from afar, I'll let you guys in on a little information. A couple weeks ago, there was an issue where Homeland Security investigation, not regular Homeland Security, not regular ICE investigation. So that's like the FBI version of the Department of Homeland Services. Okay, that's crazy. That's like real serious. So they were investigating human trafficking, right? And they pulled over these illegal aliens, and it was like 8 people in the car, and they needed backup. So they called for backup from the police to come assist them because it was a lot of people. So the police got down there and they didn't even really do anything, right? They responded, but they were there just in case they needed assistance, right? Because that's a lot of people. And if you live in Rochester, you live in the hood, you might have seen some stuff happen. Okay. So 8 people in the car and it's only a couple of you as investigators, you know what I'm saying? That's not a safe situation, especially when we know that there are weapons on our street that have more bullets than a few. Okay, we got weapons out here. When you see them, the police put them up on the screen. They got extended magazines, and they're got barrel drums and stuff like that. And you're like, could they get that? That's not legal in New York State, but they want to make it difficult for you to own a firearm to protect yourself and your family. But we can talk about that later if you want. Drop a comment about that. I got some ideas on the Second Amendment for our city and how we can make that better. So if you drop a comment on that, I'll definitely comment on that. But the mayor, anyway, did not like that. I guess he was getting heat from somebody somewhere. So what he did was he got on the TV and he started saying, "Oh, the police are bad," and he brought the police chief up there, and he made the police chief dress down his own people. That was crazy to me. If I was a police chief, no offense to Chief David, I love him, but I'd have been like, "I'm sick. I can't come in today." There's no way he would have got me up there to say nothing. I wouldn't have said a lick of spit because that sounded crazy. And I know people will be like, "Oh, well, I like illegal immigration, and I think all the illegal people should be able to have a chance in our country, whatever, whatever." That is not what I'm talking about right now. If you want to talk about that, we can talk about that. I'm all on board talking about that on the local level, but put it in the comments and we'll talk about it. That's how you get it. If you want to talk about it, put it in the comments. Okay? So make sure that you guys donate on my website, Marcus, and number 4rochester.com. We're trying to raise $1,000 tonight to push this campaign forward, but it can only be done with your help. So please donate on my website, Marcus, and number 4rochester.com. Now, to get back to the point of the question that's on there that Miss Davis is asking, the day that Tom Homan said that he was coming up here, he came up and he did a little speech to say that he supported our police officers here locally. And the mayor got up and he was doing a little, I guess, a town meeting for leaders of Rochester. I don't know. I didn't get a message. Nobody told me it was happening. You know, then it's in the middle of the day. You meeting with leaders of our city in the middle of the day. What leaders? They don't got jobs. They able to and he's like, it's over 40 people that are here. 40 who? Who? What are their names? They ain't got no jobs. They can just take off of work whenever they want in the middle of the day at a spare minute's notice. And then the mayor said, and this isn't me dragging on the mayor. This is just me pointing out these leaders, right? And then he's like, "Oh, well, yeah, this was planned before we knew that he was coming." I don't know that that's true. And I got to admit, if it was planned before it was coming, you should have changed the date. You should have changed the date because that was a terrible look. That looked terribly horrible because it looked like it was exactly in response to Tom Homan coming. So it looked like you were playing in our face when you did that meeting. That's not me being mean. That's just what it looked like to the public. I'm letting you know. So please don't watch this and feel like I'm talking about you some way. I'm just letting you know what it looked like to everybody. At least somebody out here telling you the truth, because most people won't tell you the truth. Most people wishing for your downfall. I'm just wishing for you to do positive in our community so we can uplift our community together. And I think honestly, that's one of the big issues in our community all of these fake community leaders. We ain't got no community leaders. What community leaders? Fake community leaders. Whole bunch of fake people we got in our city. Fake behind community leaders. What y'all doing? What y'all doing really? Okay, then he's like, it's almost 40 people at this community meeting, leaders meeting. Really? With all the crime we got in the city, with the schools that don't work, can't nobody get a job type stuff going on here? People can't buy a house, can't rent a house type of stuff going on here? People losing their homes, people getting pushed out. What? You got 40 community leaders there and y'all don't know what time it is? Don't nobody got no solutions of what's going on. What community leaders? We ain't got no community leaders. We got a whole bunch of people that's fake. That's what we got. We got maybe 1, 2 people in the community doing what's right. And, you know, it's not just 2 people. I'm being a little bit hyperbolic. But we got a couple of people that are out here that are doing what's right. But honestly, we don't really have no community leaders when we get down to it. Got a bunch of fakes and phonies that like to call themselves something that they're not. Okay. Who put that term on them community leaders? What they leading us to destruction? Come on now. Drop a comment in the comments and we'll talk about whatever your comment is that you want to talk about, whatever your topic is that you want to talk about. Thank you, Miss Davis. Keep commenting, keep talking. Share this out to you guys' other pages, your friend's page, your enemy page. I don't care. Share it out wherever you're going. Okay, share it and drop a comment and we'll try to pull up your comment and talk about it. As long as it's involving local politics, I'll do my best to address your comment and your concern. And I'm always about solutions. So please ask me about any solutions. I'm happy to give them because I got a lot of them. So let's go on. We got a couple other things, but real quick, remember, please donate. You can donate on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. We're working on pushing this campaign forward and we're working on raising $1,000 tonight. So I need your help. Help us raise money to fight against these people that are tearing down our city and trying to steal our future, because we can win this year, but I need your help to make a real difference in our community. It's got to be up to us. We got to unite so that we can thrive together. And I need your help and support. I love all of you guys that I see out in public and you guys say that you support me so much. I love it so much. I appreciate you all. Please, please donate. I got a lot of energy. I got a lot of spirit and I got a lot of caring, but, campaigns don't run on unicorn horns and pixie dust. I wish that they did. I wish that they did. They don't run on hopes and dreams. I wish that they did. Campaigns run on money, and the enemy has a lot of it. These evil, vile people that are villains that are tearing down our society and our city, that are stealing away the future from our children, they got a lot of money. So I need your help raising some funds. You know, we're going up after against Goliath. This is a giant, but we know that with the power of community and the power of unity, that we can unite for a better tomorrow. This year is the year that we make real change and we can make a real difference. So please donate with my campaign, whether you can donate $1,000 or whether you can donate $10. Please donate. Whether you can donate $25 or whether you can donate $250. Donate on my website. We're working on raising $1,000 tonight. Go to my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. That's Marcus4Rochester.com. We need to do some more advertisements to push the word out there, to get the word out. And we also need more, what do you call them? More of these. We need more of these. We need more key cards and stuff like that so that we can pass out to the community. Unfortunately, the key cards and the stuff that I pass out for the information for my campaign, it costs money, you guys. These things are not cheap and we're up against a machine. You know, they've got all these big developers and all of these big companies and stuff that are buying up all the property. Who do you think's putting the money in their campaigns? That's why they're out here and they're authorizing these projects. City council has to authorize all these big projects. How you think they're buying up all this property? How you think they buying up hotels and property downtown for $1? I got $1. You got $1. I'm pretty sure you got $1. How come we can't buy up the property downtown? $1? You selling multi-million-dollar properties for $1, city council? That's how you getting down right now? I'm just saying, listen, if it don't seem like it's right, it's probably a little bit shifty and shady. especially when those same companies are donating back to these people's campaigns after they selling them buildings for $1 and properties for $1 when it's costing you way more bananas of money, okay? And you can't even get in on most of these properties. Drop a comment, hit the share button, hit the heart. Let's get this conversation going. Let's get it out to more people. Every comment that you put in the comment, I'm going to do my best to pop it up on the screen so we can talk about it. Hit those hearts. I see you guys watching. I want to see more hearts. I want to see more thumbs up. And definitely retweet this so we can have a wider conversation. Even if you're not local to Rochester, you can donate for my campaign. I am working to fight for my community here in Rochester and to restore some sensibility in our city because it's insane what's going on here. But I need your guys' help. Please donate on my website, Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. That's Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. And if you donate and you put in the comments that you donated, I'll do my best to pop it up on the screen and encourage others to match your donation. Okay, Kevin just donated $10. We appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you very much. Donate whatever you can. If you can match Kevin's $10, match his $10. If you can donate $250, donate $250. And if you put it in the comments that you donated, I'll pop it up on the screen that you donated. We're working on raising $1,000 tonight. Let's get this going. Donate whatever you can, okay? And drop a comment. Let's have a conversation about your concerns here locally in local politics. I'll address any of your concerns with local politics. Just don't put nothing crazy or anything national or international. That's not what we're talking about, unless you can relate it back to local stuff. Then I'll talk about it. All right, let's get into some of these conversations. Let's see. Miss Davis says, I really appreciate what you're doing to make Rochester great again. I appreciate it. I don't say that like that, but yes, I am working on restoring Rochester. We used to be a thriving, bustling city, you know, a city with great education. We used to be the hub of industry in upstate New York. We used to have great, large companies. And now we don't even have small businesses because our city is not reinvesting in our own local economy. They're like, oh, let's bring big companies from out of town into our town. Well, guess what? If big companies feel like things aren't working out, they'll pack their bags and go home. You know who won't? The people that live here, the small business owners, the entrepreneurs trying to make a real difference in our community. That's the type of stuff we need to focus on. We also need to fix the school system, or at least the education system. We can operate outside the school system itself for education, doing some other stuff. But if we work on that, then we can actually have some youth and people that are getting out of school actually be able to get some of the jobs that are coming up, and they'll be able to actually be able to prosper and put back into the community. Let's see, Miss Davis says, okay, I appreciate you, Miss Davis. Okay, let's see. She says, yeah, I saw it on TV. Yeah, you saw his press conference on TV. I don't know what that was about. He's like, all the local leaders. What local leaders? We don't have any local leaders. What did you even discuss? It was crazy to me that he didn't even discuss about what he discussed about, talking about he had like 40 local leaders there. What local leaders? What did you even talk about? Well, the federal government is picking on us. Ain't nobody picking on you. You put yourself in that position when you did that ridiculous press conference. No offense. No offense. Like, I don't know how you didn't know that that was a bad idea and not a good look. Because what? You got these people out here that care more about illegal aliens out here being loud and in the streets than you do about people that care about our citizens, which is another problem, you guys. We have a serious issue in our city where we got these people that are loud on issues that are not even on top priorities or should be top priorities for our community. But people that know better, that really care, are not getting active. You know, I did a video the other day and I issued a firm rebuke against a lot of people in our city because, you know, you care a lot. You get on the internet, you pitch a fit, but you don't come out. You don't get active. You don't support. You don't come down to city council meetings. You don't come out to county ledge meetings. You got to start coming out. You wonder why everything's going tits up. You wonder why everything's going crazy because these people out here that want these things that you don't want are the ones that come out. Or nobody comes out, and then the people that are in office do whatever their benefactors pay them to do. Listen, excuse me for telling the truth. I don't know. Miss Davis says, wow. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed. Drop a comment and I'll do my best to pop it up on the screen. Okay, as we go, make sure that you donate. Okay, do donate on my website. That's why we're doing this right now. This is a telethon fundraiser. Okay, go to my website, Marcus, the number 4rochester.com, and donate. It only takes less than 2 minutes to donate. Marcus, the number 4rochester.com, because we are going against this big machine of people and investors and other people in the state level that do not want what's best for our community. They do not want to see our community successful. They do not care about you. They don't care about your family. And they definitely don't care about our future, our elders, or our youth. Let's get into another conversation. Let's see. If you guys want to join the conversation, drop a comment and I'll do my best to address the comment and pop it up on the screen. I'm not able to see all the comments all the time, so I'll do what I can. But definitely make sure that you share this on your page. I see more of you watching than I see thumbs up and likes. So hit them likes, hit them hearts, and drop a American flag or a thumbs up in the comment. Okay? Let's see. Kevin says, the Rochester City has been sued in federal court by the DOJ regarding sanctuary city status. The DOJ is supporting the officers that responded to Homeland Security call for backup. As they should, right? Like, it's not about if we don't like it or not. It's that it was a call for backup by law enforcement. Why would other law enforcement officers not support that? That could be a threat to the community. And again, we're talking about Homeland Security investigations. We're not talking about ICE. We're talking about investigations. That's like FBI, but for Department of Homeland Security. Like, you got to understand that that's a completely different level. Like, and everybody's like, oh, well, it's because it's an illegal alien that they're doing this or whatever the case is. No. Listen to me again. It's Homeland Security investigations. They were investigating human trafficking. You can't sit there and tell me that you believe in human trafficking, that you support human trafficking, that you don't think that human traffickers are violent. Like, are we being for real? Like, anybody, wherever you come from, whatever you believe, you got to understand human traffickers are violent. And if you're investigating human traffickers and you think it's like 8 of them, okay, 8 people that could be possibly highly volatile, okay, you might want some backup. You understand what I'm saying? They stopped them because they had reason to believe and reasonable suspicion that something shady was going on. That's why they were investigating them to begin with. This wasn't an ICE stop. Plus, if you guys have been paying attention to ICE, when ICE jump out on somebody, they be jumping out on somebody. It'd be like 10 or 20 of them just rolling up on somebody real hard. They don't be playing. But this wasn't that. This was Homeland Security investigations. So something completely different. Drink water, stay hydrated. So this was for safety and security in our city, right? Like, I'm happy to have a conversation about whether we should be a sanctuary city or not, or all these other conversations around illegal aliens being here and harbored here and all of that. I'd be glad to have a conversation about that. But what happened when the police officers came to assist Homeland Security investigations? Because the investigation part is very important. Again, that's like the FBI, but for the Department of Homeland Security. Like, we have to have these conversations and put it in perspective. They were investigating human trafficking. Like, you playing yourself if you think that that's not important. Don't get me started. It's crazy, madness. Okay, let's see what else we got going on in the comments. Do make sure that if you want to join this conversation, I don't care what you want to talk about as long as it relates to local politics. Preferably, it's about how do we chart forward to our future and encourage people to unite and be able to thrive again. Hopefully it's something to do with that, or any questions you have pertaining to City Council in relation to what we can do in the future. But I'm happy to talk about any of the local issues, even if it's the potholes in the street, or you got somebody that's pulling up your daisies in your yard. So go on my website, Marcus, the number 4rochester.com, and donate. We're working on raising $1,000 tonight. Please donate whatever you can, whether it's $1,000, whether it's $250, or whether it's $25. Donate whatever you can, because we are going against these well-funded individuals, and I'm just fighting for you. I'm just Marcus, who lives in the community, who does business in the community, who works with the youth in his free time to educate the youth on civics and financial literacy. That's what I do in my free time. I don't have any crazy huge extra money coming in. I'm working hard on living and doing good in the community because I'm compelled to, not because I have to, you know. So donate to my campaign, Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. I'm not beholden to anybody. I don't got no crazy big benefactors, so I need your help. Even if you're not local to Rochester, you can donate. Please donate on my website, whatever you can. $10, $250, $1,000, whatever you can. Every little bit helps. But these people have a lot of money right now. The people that are running along with the mayor, they've raised almost $100,000. We don't have $100,000 if I'm even put that in perspective. Okay. But it's also 5 of them. So I need more help, you guys. I really need your help to help our community. Go to my website, donate whatever you can. And please volunteer too. I need volunteers too, but go on my website, donate. We're working to raise $1,000 tonight. We got a couple of small donations in. Thank you guys. Please donate on the website, Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. Make sure you hit the heart button, hit the share button, and hit the retweet button. Get this out to more people. Drop comments in the comments. Every comment helps, and I'll do my best to address every comment in here tonight that pops up. So do drop a comment. All right. Let's see. We got some more comments. Dave says, wow, you're on late. Yeah, Dave, I'm on late tonight. We'll be doing another one probably tomorrow, maybe a little bit early. But I got to do everything I can during the daylight time to get all the signatures that I can so that we can get on an independent line. This is my independent petition. We're working on collecting signatures to get a line that I'm calling the Community First line. So I could use your help getting signatures too. So Dave, if you want to sign up and volunteer on my website, even if it's just to make phone calls, but I need help getting more signatures. We've only got till the 20th to get all the signatures that we need. We need about 2,000. We've got about 300 and some odd in now. We could use more help collecting signatures. I think we might almost have 400 now. We need more help collecting signatures, and you guys can help. Please go on my website, volunteer, and donate, because the more people we get the word out to, the more successful this campaign is going to be, so we can make a real difference for our community. Hit the heart button, hit the share button. Thank you, Dave, for commenting. Let's see what else we got. Shayla says, no, not Shayla. Shalane, Miss Davis says, it's waste, fraud, and abuse. Listen, you don't have to tell me, bro. I try to not use the terms that, that word that, that people get their brains outside of their head and the blood outside of their body for, but it's that word. That's exactly what it is. Y'all can put it in the comments, but I'm not going to say it, because that's what it is. At the end of the day, that's what it is. They're totally disregarding our public. They're totally disregarding our citizens. They don't care about our future. They care about their own pockets. They care about their benefactors, but they don't care about you. And it's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's hurtful. And it's like, as citizens, if we don't matter to our elected officials, who are supposed to be our representatives, who do we matter to? They're supposed to represent us, but they care more about themselves than they do us. And that's problematic. So help me fight. Go on my website, Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. That's why we're doing this tonight. We are doing a telethon, donation-a-thon. Donate, you guys. I need your assistance to help get the word out to more people. Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. And drop your comment if you want me to talk about something, if you want some solutions or something locally. I got it. Drop the comment. I'll do my best to pop it up on the screen and we'll talk about it. Let's see, we got some more comments. Miss Davis says, is there an oversight committee? No, ma'am. There is no oversight for city council. We are the oversight for city council. The community is the oversight for city council. And unfortunately, the community has not been stepping up. That's why every single day I try to do my best to encourage more people to get active locally and go to school board meetings, go to city council meetings, get more active. If you guys watch my radio show on Monday, you guys see me talk about that all the time. Get active, get active, get active. That's what I talk about. And I don't just talk about it, I do it myself. You know, I'm the chairman of the City of Rochester Republican Committee. I'm very active. I do everything that I can. You know, I don't have millions of dollars. You know, it's little old Marcus trying to work his hardest to do what he can to survive and make a difference in his community at the same time. You know, I'm not taking all of these back doors, monies and stuff that these people are getting. I don't have rich benefactors just dropping thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars in my pocket and in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a whole bunch of cousins that are being paid off or are getting free jobs. You know, I don't got none of that. I'm just working to make a difference in our community. And it's sad, but like you said, there is no oversight. It is our community. We had an office of, what was it called? Was it ethics, or office of ethics or something like that? I don't remember, excuse me. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but we had one of those when Lovely was mayor, but they like completely shredded that. I believe it was the office of ethics. If I don't remember exactly what it was called, but if you guys remember, drop it in the comments and we'll get to it. Let's see. Saint Sinclair says, you take Cash App or Zelle? For my campaign, I don't know. Do we have Cash App? I don't think we have Cash App for our campaign. We used to. I don't even know if it works anymore. That's a good question. But you can do it on my website. It's Marcus4Rochester.com. You can do it. Maybe we should set up a Cash App. Sometimes when you start doing those other things, it gets a little more difficult to do the file, to keep track of the stuff right. So maybe we'll get a Cash App sometime soon again. I think we had one at one point. Let me see if we still got it. I haven't used it in forever. So you guys, you're asking a good question. I believe it's Vote Marcus. Let me see. I'm gonna find out right now. Doesn't take very long to find out. Let's see, what is it? I don't know. You know, I don't think we do right now. But I will get back to getting one. So that's a good idea. Maybe we should get a Cash App for the campaign to make it easy for other people that don't have it. But in the meantime, you can use PayPal or you can donate with any type of card. And if you have Cash App and you have a Cash App card, go on your little Cash app, hit the little thing. It'll tell you what your card number is and you can enter that in on the thing. Okay. And if you do want to do Cash App, you can donate to me personally, which is Marcus, which my Cash App is $MW Real, the number 1. And that's my personal Cash App. So that would not be for the campaign, but right now, any money that I would get will probably be for me to use for the stuff that I need to use it for. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be for my campaign, but I got stuff that I got to get done anyway, so I can make sure that stuff is successful. If I'm not able to get stuff done, yeah. So you can do that Cash App if you want to, but it's a donation directly to me, not specifically for my campaign. So I have to say that, and that's $MW Real 1, and that helps me get the message out about civics too, because that's the one that I use for my radio show. So $MW Real, the number 1 for Cash App, if you want to donate to me directly personally. But please donate to my campaign on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. And on my website, there's also a way to send in a check if you want to send in a check. So we got another comment. Marcus, is there some sort of special oversight committee? Oh, you asked that. Yep. So that was what I answered that question already. Let's see what else you got. You guys drop more comments and let's have more conversations and let's keep the conversation going. Hit the thumbs up, hit the heart, share it out to more people. And we can talk about more things. Let's see. Drop what you're concerned about, even if it's just one word. Say education, say crime, say the, I don't know, the bus stops. I'd like to talk about the bus stops because why do they have those ridiculous boxes that are like inhuman to sit on? Like those boxes are terrible. Like they treat you like you're scum in this city. It's terrible. And all those boxes are only in the less nice neighborhoods. You understand what I'm saying? They got the little boxes. If you guys remember when Rochester used to have the small square recycling boxes, that's what it looks like turned upside down. Because they don't want homeless to sleep there because we got too many homeless people. But we can't talk about the homeless either. Make it make sense, you guys. Make it make sense. So let's see. Dave's making a comment. Dave, let's see. Okay, Dave's asking about Tom Homan. Again, I'm not trying to dig too deep on this illegal alien immigration stuff and the fight between the city and the federal government, but it is a local issue, so I'm more than happy to talk about it. Let's see. And drop your own comment down, you guys. Drop your own comment. Make sure you donate on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. Marcus4Rochester.com. Okay. And if you guys would like me to do a campaign Cash App, let me know. I'll get one set up. Just drop Cash App because I'll message you back later on and be like, listen, we got the Cash App now. Drop some coins in there so that we can make a difference in the campaign. Otherwise, you can donate to me directly, personally, not to the campaign. And that's $Marcus, $MW Real, the number one. That's $MW Real, the number one on Cash App. So let's see. Okay. Dave says, do you think Tom Homan is looking to arrest the mayor? No, I don't. Drink water, stay hydrated. All right, so boom. I don't think Tom Homan is looking to arrest the mayor. I believe that Tom Homan and the rest of the federal government wants them to give up the illegal aliens and they want them to stop obstructing their direction and they want them to actually abide by federal law. But they're clearly trying to hinder the, what do you call it? It's aiding and abetting, essentially. It's aiding and abetting. That's what it is, And then there's another law, and I don't remember it off the top of my head. It's something about aiding a fugitive or something like that. There's something special for that. I forget what that is called on the federal level. It's an actual thing, an actual crime. I don't believe that they want to arrest the mayor. I believe they just want the mayor to be like, yeah, do your job. That's it. We won't obstruct you. But that's not the message or the energy that's being given off. And similar to that, that's the issue that I have with city council. And if you guys watch me talk to city council, I talk about that every couple of months. I talked about that last month in relation to the actual police. Like they don't feel like you support them. They don't feel like they're supported by you. So they're not able to really do much of their job. And I know everybody has different issues sometimes with the police or whatever the case is. But if we don't have anybody to police, then we have a serious problem. We have complete lawlessness, which we're almost at right now because the police can't arrest anybody or even detain anybody hardly because of the horrible laws, which is something that I would fight diligently to change. And I promise you guys, like, I'm going to be introducing legislation all the time in city council. They're going to be so mad because I'm going to do the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to do the job when I get in office. I'm going to actually do the job. I'm going to present legislation that actually does stuff for our community, which these people in the office right now seem to be terrified of. They're so scared to talk about the horrible laws impacting our city, like bail reform and raise the age laws, which allow criminals to run wild, especially the youthful offenders. You know what I'm saying? But they out here running over people, murdering them with cars. And they just going free? Like, you crazy. They out here robbing banks and they just go free? Like, you serious? Like, these are two examples that are real. Like, these are real examples that have happened in Rochester recently. It's crazy. It's crazy. Drop a comment. We'll talk about your comment. Drop a heart, drop a thumbs up, and make sure you share this out. I see a lot of people watching, more people than I see thumbs up and hearts. So hit that thumbs up button, hit that heart button, and definitely hit that share button. I'd like to see as many shares as we got people on the live right now. Come on, you guys, share this out. Let's see how many shares we can get. Now, we got, you guys, we are working tonight to raise $1,000. Please donate on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. That's Marcus4Rochester.com. Okay. And that is a direct donation to my campaign. If you want to donate to me personally, you can donate to me personally. That's not my campaign. That's me personally. That's Cash App, because I know some people have been asking, do we have a Cash App? We don't for the campaign yet, but you can donate to me. That's $MW Real, the number one. That's $MW Real, the number one. That's also the one that we use when we do the radio show. So, but I'm always working. Everything I do is, honestly, you know, they say the two things that you're not supposed to talk about are religion and politics. That's all I got, you guys. All I got are religion and politics to talk about, because that's the only thing in life that's important. Religion and politics. If we make sure that we're upholding the standards of Christianity, fantastic. We don't have the problem that we got in politics. All of these people in politics that we got right now, a lot of them claim to be Christians or Catholics, which Catholics are Christians too. We're not going to get into that tonight. But they claim to be Christians. Y'all not standing on biblical values or principles. If they were out there standing on scripture, we wouldn't have half the craziness is going on in our city. The Bible talks about when you don't give justice immediately, that it encourages the wicked to run on. And I'm paraphrasing, right? And that's like two different chapters that say the same thing, but I'm paraphrasing, you know? Like, this is serious. Like, if people, man, listen, I'm trying not to talk about nobody directly too terribly much, but we got people on there that swear to goodness that they Christian, and they're not standing on scriptural values. Somebody got to make it make sense to me. You understand what I'm saying? Because if we stood on those values, we would not be having hardly any of these issues. I'm not going to get on to it because I'm about to sound like I'm picking on somebody in a minute here, because that's something that I'm very, very passionate about, is Christianity and standing on biblical values and virtues, because that will be the saving grace of our society. That's how our society started out. That was what enabled our country to be molded into a great, prosperous nation. And that was why we didn't used to have high interest loans, but now we got high interest loans, because usury used to be illegal in the United States, but now it's legal. We're not going to talk about who did it. We're not going to talk about where it came from. We're just going to talk about the fact that usury and high interest loans are illegal in Christianity, and that used to be part of our nation, okay, our nation's principles, but now it isn't. Drop a comment, hit the share. I need y'all guys to make some more comments. I'm looking for some more comments so that we can talk about some more stuff. So drop some comments, whatever you want to talk about, and please make sure you donate. Even if you're not local, you can donate on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. That's Marcus4Rochester.com. There's also if you go to the donation on there, it'll show you also how you can send in a check. It'll tell you right there how to send in a check. I also believe it's on the very bottom of the page, how to send in a check. So do that. And Marcus4Rochester.com, because we're working on raising $1,000 tonight. Every donation that you guys make helps. Every little bit helps, because let's be honest, right? There's so much money in politics, and most of the money that's in politics, it's not good money. It's money from these big corporations and these big dealers out here that don't want anything good for our citizens. We got people's cousins and friends and benefactors putting all this money into their campaigns and stuff like that. And then we wonder why the issues in our community don't actually get addressed. So please, you guys, donate on my website, Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. I see it's like 40 of you guys watching right now. If each of you guys donated like $10, that'll be like $400. If each of you donated $100, that'll be like $4,000. We could really do something with that money and make a real impact in our community and push this candidacy along really hard to make a difference for our community and to actually make a better benefit of opportunities for the future. So please do donate. Donate on my website, Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. Drop some comments and let's discuss what you got going on. Let's see. Miss Davis has another comment. She says, Rochester is the fourth most dangerous city in the country. That is true, and that is terribly sad. And that's one of the reasons why I'm fighting so hard, because everybody deserves safety in their community, no matter where they live. And we should definitely be able to be with confidence walking outside to the store or to take our children to go to the park. But we're not able to do that right now because the criminals are running amok. You got crazy people shooting everywhere. You got people shooting and stabbing people, people getting stabbed by mistake. We got them running over people with cars. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody. Like they hit that lady in the middle of the street the other day. That 10-year-old ran over the lady. And the next day they caught another 10-year-old in the car, different 10-year-old. I thought it was the same 10-year-old. But that same 10-year-old got arrested multiple times. Heard tell that 10-year-old is known to the police, but they can't do nothing to them. Talk to me now. Come on now. Let's have a real conversation. Let's have a real conversation. Drop a conversation piece in the comments. I'll do my best to pull it up and we can talk about it. Make sure you guys are donating on my website, Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. That's Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. It also, on the bottom of the page and on the website, it'll show you where you can send a check, or you can hit the donate button and it'll show you where you can send a check if you want to do that there. But please donate, okay? We're working on raising $1,000 tonight, and I need your help. It's that simple. If you don't donate, we're not able to get anywhere. You want to see a difference in our future? Donate. If you want stuff to stay the same, fine. That's on you. It's not like I'm not out here trying. Look, I'm putting all my effort into this. I'm working really diligently, really hard to make a difference. Please donate. Help make a difference. Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. That's Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. And donate. Takes less than 2 minutes. You don't even have to be local to donate. We got what, 40 something people watching that I can see. Is probably more than that because it doesn't show me everybody that's watching at one time. So I see over 42 people watching right now, right? So if each of you donate $10, that's $400. If each of you donated $100, that's $4,000. That would be a real change and a real difference, and actually allow us to really start to move along the campaign and make big moves happen so that we can change and better our community for our future. Please do donate, whether you can donate $100 or $200. Donate on my website, Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. Drop some comments, hit the share button, hit the heart. Let's talk about some other stuff. Let's see. Miss Davis says, Marcus, it's pretty and I'm going to bed. I'll catch you later, Miss Davis. You be blessed and be well. Let's see. David says, education is second to last in Rochester, New York. Georgia beat us out in dead last this year. Time to revise the Department of Education for Rochester. Listen, you ain't never lie, okay? I got some very serious thoughts on it, and we're going to talk about it. Excuse me. So here's the deal. With our educational system right now, me running for city council, make sure you drink water, stay hydrated. City council does about 10% of the school budget. The school budget in Rochester is $1.4 billion. Okay. $1.4 billion is the school budget in Rochester. It's obscene. And like David said, we have the second lowest proficiency and scores in the nation. It's terrible. So for all the money we spend the most per child per capita. For all the money we spend, we can send all the kids to Harvard. We can send all the kids to Harvard or any Ivy League school that they want each year. But we're getting like no results. Somebody make it make sense to me. So what can be done by city council in relation to the local Department of Education for the city of Rochester? Well, since we give them 10% of their budget, we could honestly just deny them the budget appropriations, and the state will give them the rest of the money, which will be more than enough for them to operate. And you might say, Marcus, but they need the money. Do they? Let me ask you that question honestly. Do they need that money? Because every single year, let me tell you this very clearly, and you can go look this up. Every single year, the school district is missing tens of millions of dollars. They don't know where it went. Tens of millions of dollars just went and flew away. They have no clue where it is. I was talking to somebody the other day and they were like, hey, maybe you shouldn't say that they're always stealing the money. Come on, you guys, look at me. Look at me. They stealing the money. Where'd the money go? Money just flew away. They ain't never seen money go fly away out the wind. Maybe if it was in your hand and like, foo, 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 the wind took it away. Come on, but that's not what's happening with tens of millions of dollars every year. And they were like to me, they said, well, maybe it's just because of the accounting system that they have. And they like double charged or whatever for that money or whatever the case is. And they got double billed and this, that, and the third. Okay, that's fine. Maybe that is what happened. But if they did that, that means that they're sending out the money for multiple money for the same thing more than once. Are you telling me that the companies that were getting these monies didn't recognize that? Is that what I'm to think? Or are these somebody's benefactors in disguise that are getting these monies? Somebody's getting paid off somewhere. Now, I'm not saying that word that you know that we can't talk about, but it's definitely that word. Definitely, clearly. We're not going to talk about it, though. I'm going to try to avoid talking about that. But it's very clear. It's very clear. But what we can do on city councils, we can just deny them the money. Just you're going to lose it anyway. Well, I'm going to give it to you. If you had a kid, every time you get them a $100 bill, they lose a $100 bill. You're going to stop giving them a $100 bill. Sound crazy? Why we keep giving them money? But realistically, what I'd say is if we're going to give them money, we give them 10% of the money. We need them to actually open their books, right? Like this is public money that's supposed to be spent on the children, and they can't account for any of it. Whenever they've had a state auditor come in, they fill every state audit for the money. How you fill the audit? Which means, again, now you got an auditor, which means that the auditor can't find the money. The auditor can't find the money in the school district? What is going on? How does that happen? So with us authorizing the 10% that we do pay towards that, we need to demand accountability. We need to demand itemized lists, and we need what do you call them? Requisition forms to go along with that. Don't they always tell the teachers that they ain't got no money for supplies and stuff like that? Where'd all the money go? That parents got to bring your notebooks and pens for your kids and stuff like that. As much money as you pay for them, you can't afford pens and notebooks and colored pencils for the kids. Come on, stop playing in my face. And people say, oh, well, it's this or, oh, well, it's that. Those is excuses. What they say, everybody got excuses like they got a butthole and they both stink. That's funny, but it's true. Drop some comments and let's have a discussion. It's absolutely crazy what's going on. Let's talk about this. Dave just said that he dropped $25. David, we'll come back to your conversation. Dave said he dropped $25. You guys, please match Dave's donation. Dave dropped 25 bucks. If you could drop 25 bucks, it's awesome. We're working on raising $1,000 tonight. We got a couple of donations in, smaller donations, but we're working on getting up there. Appreciate it. We're working on raising $1,000 right now. We're at 35 bucks. If you guys could donate, it's 40 of you guys on there. If you each donated $100, that'll be $4,000. We're working on raising $1,000 tonight. Let's make it happen. We're at 35 bucks right now. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Make a real difference. Show me that you really care, right? Because what we end up happening is we end up having people that say, oh man, I care, I care, I care. Okay. Well, we need you to come out. You can't come out? Okay. Well, put your money where your mouth is, as they say. Put your money where your mouth is tonight, you guys. It's 40 of you watching that I can see, and I know there are a couple of other streams that I'm not able to see the numbers on. So donate. Donate $10, donate $100, donate $25, whatever you can do. Please, you guys, Dave just put 25, match 25. Let's have 25 of you guys matched at 25. Let's do that. That'll be a good effort. So for 20 of you guys, please match the $25 that Dave just donated. Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. That's Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. Takes less than 2 minutes to donate. And on there, you also see the address if you want to send a check. Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. Donate now, real quick. Take a couple seconds. Go donate. Takes less than 2 minutes. Okay? Okay. Let's get back at it on David's conversation. Yeah, David. And make sure you hit like and share. It's more you watching than half-hearted or share this page. So share it, like it, get it out there. Even if you're not local, you can donate. Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. And if you got Cash App, you can donate to me personally. We don't have a campaign Cash App, but you can donate to me personally. $ MW Real, the number 1. That's $ MW Real, the number 1. Right now we're working on raising $1,000. Tonight we have raised $35. So please match the 25 that Dave just dropped in there. We're working on it. We're working on making a difference. Thank you so much, Dave. David, let's get back to the conversation at hand. So we were talking about with the Department of Ed here locally, what we can do to address those issues. So being that we give them the money, right? We can have them the money earmarked for certain specific things. Honestly, clearly, we need a comprehensive audit. They're probably going to push back against that crazy because that's exactly what we need. And you know that they don't want anything that we actually need. They're not trying to have that. Drink water, stay hydrated. You guys, we deserve better from our elected officials. And right now, speaking on school board and that Board of Education, they're not doing it. It's not happening. And on city council, we're supposed to be the oversight body essentially for the school board, for the Board of Education, and the state is supposed to be over them too. The state's not doing too much of nothing, and we're not doing anything. And we need to be doing something. Now, as far as alternative education options outside of the school district, the first thing I would say with the school district needs a couple of small things that are doable, that I'd hold them accountable for. I need them to reopen Josh Lofton type of school. If you guys aren't familiar with Josh Lofton, go look up the information on the Josh Lofton school that we used to have. Essentially, Josh Lofton was for the people that were very disruptive, for me to put it nicely. So those people that want to be very disruptive, they can go there, where they can get special assistance and special guidance and special help, because they need it. And they need to stop distracting from the other children and youth so that the other youth and children can actually participate and grow. It's that simple. Then we have the issue with people that are developmentally challenged, or I don't even know what you call it, right? Like, I'm trying to be PC or whatever. but I'm not a PC person. And honestly, I don't know what you call it. I guess developmental disabled or developmentally challenged or EEP or whatever they're calling it, educational, whatever issue or whatever. They need their own school too, a special school just for them. Because what I see is a lot of the time they don't have the resources or the resources are allocated somewhere else. So they don't have the resources for the children that have those educational issues, and they deserve education too. So they should have their own school where we can put all of the resources in one place, in one building, in one school, and we can modify the building to make sure that it fits all of their special needs, literally special needs, that it fits all of their special needs so that they don't have that issue. Because it's terrible trying to get the right amount of assistance or the right equipment for people that need those special needs assistance. Same thing goes with the people that are physically disabled. We should have a special school for them, you know? And that's something that's serious because they deserve the opportunities to thrive as best as they can as well. Why don't we have a school for them instead of trying to make sure that all of the other schools make it so that they can be accommodated and stuff like that? That's not realistic. We only have a limited number of resources when it comes to this stuff and a limited number of teachers that know how to actually work with individuals that are either special needs mentally or physically. So why aren't we making it so that they can get all of those resources in one place? That's what we should be doing. If you guys are watching, hit the heart button, hit the thumbs up, hit the share button, and definitely drop a comment. I'll pop your comment up on the screen and we can talk about it. Whatever the comment is, as long as it's referring to local politics, I'll do my best to address it and I'll pop it up on the screen. Okay, you guys? So do that. And make sure that you guys donate right now. We're working on raising $1,000 tonight. So far, we have raised $35. Please do donate so that we can actually push to make a difference. Put your money where your mouth is. You know, people say that they care, but the question is, do you care? If you care, put your money where your mouth is. It's 45 of you guys are watching right now that I can see. If you guys, all 45 of you, donated $10, that'll be $450. If you all donated $100, that'll be $4,500, which would really get us a long way in this campaign to start to make a difference. Because I know people are fed up with the buyouts by these giant corporations and developers that are destroying our city and taking over our city. But you got to put your money where your mouth is. Donate to my campaign. Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. It's not hard, takes less than 2 minutes. Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. So please donate. Let's see. We got some more comments here. So David donated $25, you guys. Please match Dave's donation of $25. Please that. So Dave is saying, you can now say that you have Catholic support. Amen, good brother. I appreciate you. And may we get a good Pope coming up soon. Me personally, I'm hoping for Robert Sarah. That's who I got. I got my fingers crossed on Robert Sarah. I think he'll do a good job, Lord willing. Or maybe Pizza Balla. Even he seems pretty good. I don't know a ton about him, but he seems pretty good. Plus, he's got a great name. He's got a great name. Pizza Balla. That's a crazy name. This is great. Just love saying it. Even though the Pope, when they get ordained Pope, they get a new name. But whatever. I think it's a great name. That's crazy. But yeah, I appreciate the support, Dave. Please, you guys, donate. Match Dave's donation, $25. Somebody out there match Dave's donation. We got 57 people watching right now. If 10 of you guys match Dave's donation, we'd be looking real good right now. We'd be over goal. Okay. We just need you guys to donate so that we can start to get the campaign really up and going. Right now, we've got still $35. So drop whatever you can, donate. Takes less than 2 minutes. Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. And drop comments so I can pull up your comments and we can talk about it, and we can have these conversations together about the important issues that are going on in our community. I did want to talk about the potholes because I know the potholes are getting on everybody's nerves. Those potholes are crazy. They're really, 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 really bad. But somehow they don't do anything about the potholes. Make it make sense to me. Why doesn't city council do anything about the potholes? And now all of a sudden, a couple weeks ago, I saw on the mayor's website, who the mayor has since turned off commenting on his page. I don't know. I don't know. Don't get me started. So he did a thing that said, oh, well, yeah, now we're going to make it so we put another extra team out. Now we've got like 3 teams to actually go fill in the potholes. Bro, I don't want you to fill in the potholes. I want you to fix the issue permanently. On my street, we got about 5 or 10 potholes, and I got 5 of them named, and they all have birthdays. That's crazy. That's crazy to me, because this is how they treat us. And if the way that they address the roads, you see people's axles being messed up, people going through multiple tires because the roads are so torn up, that's money. People don't got money like that to be spending like that. We got to be more cognizant of our actual local city people. Like, don't you care? Don't you care at all? Like, you should at least care a little bit. But it's clear that they don't. You'd almost think that city council takes helicopters to work, as bad as the roads are, because they're not doing anything to the roads. You guys, please donate. Dave donated. He donated $25. Please match his donation. I see about 60 of you guys watching right now. If half of you guys matched his donation of $25, we'd be over what we're trying to raise tonight. So please donate now. Take 2 seconds. Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. Go to my website, donate. There's also on there, it'll tell you how to send in a check if you want to send in a check. You don't even have to be local to actually donate. So drop a comment, and I'll go over the comments. If you wanna comment, do that, and I'll address whatever your issue is, as long as it's like local, or you can relate it back to local politics, because that's where we need to start. All politics is local, right? That's what they say. That's where we need to start. That's where we can make the change. That's where we can make the difference. Because if it's not us, then who? If not now, then never, I guess. Honestly, that's why we got to get active now, because nobody's coming to save us. Nobody's coming to do anything, like, that's really, really important for us to remember. Nobody's coming to save us. We got to save ourselves. And that's why I'm fighting so hard. But that's also why I'm asking you guys to donate, because I'm not able to do this myself, you guys. Like, I'm doing every single thing that I can, but I need your help, you guys. So please donate. Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. That's Marcus, the number 4rochester.com. Match Dave's donation and help us get where we need to be. We're working on raising $1,000 this year. So, well, I mean, not this year, but tonight. And we're on, what are we on now? We're on $35. Okay, so we're working on raising some more money, and that's what we're doing. Let's continue. If you guys have a comment, you want to share a comment, drop a comment, and we'll talk about your issue. But we got more stuff to talk about. So drink water, stay hydrated. Now, while we go on here, hit the share button, hit the retweet, and get this out to more people. I know some of you guys are watching on Twitter. Hit the retweet real quick. Only takes 2 seconds. So let's talk about some issues. How can we address the crime here locally? Well, one of the ways that we can address the crime here locally is we can start to put local ordinances that says crime is bad and that we can detain these people because it's clearly not being done by the state level. And people will say, oh, well, the state will have a problem with that. I don't care what the state has a problem with. They're not doing their job. And they need to do their job. They need to be holding these criminals. So if the state's not going to do it, maybe the city needs to start to open its own detention centers to hold these violent criminals that are repeat offenders. And we actually work with the youth that nobody's able to hold right now because of the horrible state laws. We need to be holding them. I know parents that have youth that are completely unruly and they've tried to call the police and they've tried to call the sheriff and they won't take them. You make that make sense to me. But they have no place to put them or whatever. And if we had city ordinance and we had city detention facilities, which can be done, okay, they've got them in other states and in other cities even. Like New York City has its own precincts all across the city. How come we aren't able to have that type of a structure for detention centers for the youth and for criminals in our city? We can. And clearly, with them saying that we're a sanctuary city and we could violate federal law, okay, they've set the precedent for us doing whatever laws and legislation we want to. And it's not laws and legislation we want to in this case. This is something very important that affects the public safety every single day. It affects the ability for businesses to attract customers as well as attract employees. Because who wants to work at a business that's getting broken into or robbed every day? Who wants to go to business or even to the schools? When the schools, your car gets broken into, windows busted out, you got to pay all this money. Who wants to deal with that? Nobody wants to deal with that. That's crazy. And that's why we got to really fight to work to make a difference. Okay, please donate on my website, Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. That's Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. And let's have this serious conversation that we keep it going. Drop a comment. We're going to be here for another 10, 15 minutes. So drop a comment and we'll talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. I do my best to talk about everything that people are leaving in the comments. I know some of the things don't actually pull up, so I will check the comments on the other pages and stuff later. So please go online and donate. You guys, I need your donation. Put your money where your mouth is. If you're tired of the crazy insanity that's going on with the crime, if you're tired of the schools, if you're tired of not being able to afford housing and you're tired of the rent going crazy, and you're tired that there ain't no grocery stores in the city and that there's a food desert everywhere, if you're tired of being sick and tired, donate to my campaign. Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com, because we're only going to be able to make a difference together. All the people in office are already well funded, so I need your help. It's got to be done by the community. It can't just be a whole bunch of rich benefactors and stuff like that, because I'm not about that life. I'm not about to do all of that. I'm for the people. I'm for our community. I'm doing my best to do whatever I can to support the issues in our community, even when I don't necessarily agree, so that's important. So I can use your assistance. Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. That's Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. I'll catch you guys later. Please share this with other people. If you have comments, please comment. Please donate. I will go back to the comments later on. I'm about to get off for the night. I got stuff I got to do. I'll catch you guys later. Remember, stand up, speak up, and don't shut up. Take action. Donate on my website. I need your help. Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. And I'm really telling you guys to donate because there's 44 of y'all watching. I seen that white lady call that little black kid the N-word, and people done donated like $1 million to her. I'm out here fighting for my community, fighting for our city, fighting for our citizens, and fighting for our futures. Y'all got to do better. Because of this crazy lady out here cursing out little small children, calling them the N-word and stuff, can raise $1 million in less than 48 hours, and I'm just trying to work on raising a couple $1,000, y'all got to come out and support. Okay? Y'all was mad that the kid that stabbed the one other kid, or whatever the case is, you want to call it self-defense, or people want to say that it's something else or whatever. Y'all donated to him. Y'all donated to the other dude. What's his name? Jake Lang or whatever nonsense is. I think Jake Lang is fed. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. He's a con artist. He's a grifter. Something up with him. Okay, he ain't right. He's wrong. He trying to do stuff that ain't nobody got no business doing. He ain't right. I'm telling you now, that dude is a fed. Okay, he is a plant. He is a complete not good person. Him and Valentina Gomez. But she ain't even a plant. She's just a complete grifter. So, but anyway, all these people getting all this money, donate to my campaign. Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. Okay, I'm just fighting for my community here. I'm fighting for the future of the children, and I'm fighting to actually improve the life of everyone in our city as much as possible. And if I'm able to, encourage more people to have hope and not to give up. I'm doing the best I can to do what's right, but I need your help. Nobody's coming to save us. Nobody's coming down out the sky. Nobody's going to get off a white horse. Nobody's coming out the ground. Nobody's coming to save us. Here I am, send me. You know, I'm doing it because I care. I'm doing it because I see the need, and I'm doing it because I see so much evil and despair in our city that it is despicable. And for me to sit still and not say anything and not do anything about it, my spirit won't rest with that. I can't believe the way that city council just completely disregards all our issues every single day. I can't believe how they get up there and play in our face. Like, I'm really trying, you guys, but I need your help. Donate with my campaign, Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com, Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com, and share this on your page. Hit the share button, hit the thumbs up button, and get this out. Waleed, I see you there, good brother. I see you there. You guys drop a comment. I'll try to comment. I'll try to talk about whatever your issue is that you'd like to talk about. I'm going to get off in a little while, but I need you guys to donate. Marcus to number 4 Rochester.com. We're working on raising $1,000 tonight. So far, we've got $35. I don't know if you guys think that a campaign runs off of pixie dust and good wishes, but it doesn't. If you guys want to see a real change, you got to start putting your money where your mouth is, or showing up when you need to show up. I need volunteers. I need people to donate. The people that are in office got all these wealthy benefactors that nobody wants, that are pushing our people out of the community, that are siphoning money away from our school district, that are stealing the future of our children and our elders and ourselves. I'm not able to do it alone. I need your help. Go to my website, donate, Marcus, the number 4 Rochester.com. Waleed, I see you. What else you got going on? You said you're right. Thank you, brother. And you said they're crooks. You know, the corruption I told you about, these guys, they're terrible. You guys, you know I don't say the C word. That's how people lose the blood in their body and the brains outside of their skulls. I don't say the C word, but I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong. You guys already know what I believe, what I feel, and what I stand for. I talk about exactly what I'm about, but that C word, y'all can say it. I'm not able to say it. I don't say that. Y'all know that. But I'll tell you exactly what it is, the way that it is. Okay. Waleed says, the sad part is you're the type of guy the city needs, but people are so stuck in the identity politics that they pick bad guys all the time, even if it costs them their own city of Zion, city of Rochester, New York. You're right, brother. It's our city, and if we don't stand up and make a difference, Nobody's going to do it for us. I was literally just talking about that before you jumped on. Um, Nobody's coming to save us. We're all we got. So I need your help to make a difference. And this year in November, when you see my name on the ballot, no matter what party you are, if you're a Democrat, you can vote for me. I'll be on the conservative line. If you're independent or don't have a party, you can vote for me. I'll be on the conservative line. If you're a Republican, you can vote for me. I'll be on the conservative line. And right now, I'm working on collecting signatures to get an independent line that I'm calling the Community First line. And I could use you guys' help to collect the signatures to make that happen. But you got to sign up to volunteer on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. And if you're not able to do that, donate. I need your help. That's it. It's that simple. I'm a grown adult. I am a whole man. I don't want to be out here asking other people for money and stuff like that. But I'm not running for myself. Like, I put my own money into the campaign, and I need more money to put into the campaign. It's that simple. Like, I don't have it to put more money in and live and breathe and eat food at the same time. So I need you guys to donate to the campaign so I can pay for the campaign expenses, like the campaign materials, to hand out stuff for the campaign, like the advertisements that you see online. I wish that we had enough money to get a radio ad on DKX or on Lamb or something. But we don't have the funds like that. We're a grassroots campaign. I'm working on doing something, but I need your help. So please donate on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. Share this to your page. Do it now. Hit the thumbs up, hit the heart button, and then hit the retweet or the share button. Share it to your page. Share it to groups. Share it to your friends' page. Share it to your enemies' page. Share it out. And if you drop a comment real quick, I'll do my best to address the issue in the comment that you are talking about. But donate on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. Takes less than 2 minutes. Hit the donate button, because we're really trying to make a difference in our community to stop the insanity that's going on from these people who clearly care about everything else except our citizens, especially their own pockets and their own benefactors. Let's see. Waleed says, no, I was tagging somebody. My fault. LOL. No, you're fine. It says, Waleed says, listen, I'm going to vote for you. I appreciate you, Waleed. I'm working hard to make it happen, brother. I really, really, really am. I don't think a lot of people understand how many people are online and care. Like, people comment and say stuff online all the time. And when you need them to show up, I'm glad you show up to city council a couple of times. I'm very happy about that. But they don't show up to city council. And right now, I'm asking for donations. We've been trying to raise $1,000 this evening. We've raised $35. We've raised $35. We were trying to raise $1,000. We got 35 so far. I am ever so thankful to Kevin. I'm thankful to Dave. Thank you guys so much for donating. But I need the rest of you guys to step up. You do not have to be local to donate. You don't got to be local to donate. So if you're watching, I see 70 of y'all watching right now. If 70 of y'all donated $10, we'd be at $700. You understand what I'm saying? We're trying to raise $1,000. I need you guys to donate, okay? Campaigns don't run off of unicorn farts and stardust. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real life. Like, I wish it wasn't like that. But if we're gonna win, I need your help. Volunteer, donate, Like, we got to do this together. I'm not able to do it myself. I'm fighting hard as best as I can. I really am. But I need your support. And I need it as a monetary donation. Like, it's just not going to come out of thin air. It's got to be you. Nobody is coming to save us. You got developers donating to the campaign of the people that are in office right now. You got special interests donating to the campaign of these people that are running and stuff right now. And they don't want anything good for you. I just want you to be able to thrive. I want a rising tide in our city so that a rising tide will raise all the ships of everybody in the city. But I need your help. I'm not able to do it alone. So make sure you share this. If you drop a comment, I'll come back to your comment later and I'll answer it later. I'll try to put it on up on the screen if you drop it while I'm on here, but I'm about to sign off for the night. We've been on just about 2 hours. We're looking to raise $1,000. We have raised $35. So thank you very much to Kevin and Dave for donating. I appreciate you guys greatly. The rest of y'all, step up your game, for real, because it's not going to happen. And this goes especially for anybody else that's not local. If you're watching and you're not donating, or you haven't volunteered and you're not local, okay, I don't know what to tell you. You see the fight that's going on here. If we lose our area, we're going to lose the whole county. It's getting worse and worse. People are suffering, and I'm doing my best to make a difference. So help me make a difference. Donate to my campaign. Now, I know some of y'all were asking about Cash App. We don't have Cash App for the campaign, but you can donate to me directly if you want to do that. Marcus, that's $MW Real, the number one. That's $MW Real, the number one. We don't have a Cash App for the campaign, but you can donate to me directly, personally. Working on making something happen, because this is serious. I don't know what to tell you. I care. I'm tired. I fight for my community, and I'm really trying to make a difference. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I have zero clue. I don't know exactly what to tell you to encourage you to donate or volunteer. I don't, honestly. You have to have the willingness to donate and volunteer. It's not something that I can force you to do. It's something that you have to really feel that you want to do or are able to do. Just give a little. $10, $20, $25. Match Dave's donation of $25. $100. Whatever you can do. But I'm not able to do this alone. I need your help. If you want to see a better future and a better tomorrow, and you want me to be able to work for the community and empower others, I need your donations. Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. That's Marcus, the number 4, Rochester.com. I'm going to catch you guys later. I'm about to go to bed. I got church in the morning. Y'all pray for me. Pray for the success of my campaign. But more than just praying, you got to get off your buns and get active. Okay, get active. Help me make phone calls. Help me collect signatures for this independent line. We're already on the conservative line this year, but we need to get this other line also. We're going to get this other line. Okay, and I need your help, honestly and truly. Okay, I am no God or magical being that can do everything all and is all powerful by himself. If you believe in me, help me. Donate. Show me you believe by donating. Okay. Normally, I'm just asking people to volunteer, but at this point, I need donations. I'm not going to sit here and BS you, because the enemy's got lots of donations. We don't, and it's shown that we're working on raising $1,000 tonight. Let me tell you how much we got right now. We're working on raising $1,000 tonight, and we are at let's see, $35 still. Thank you, Dave, and thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you greatly. Blessings upon both of you. Like, this is serious, but we got a ton of people watching. Y'all don't care, but you do care, and I know many of you care. And you're like, I can't do anything or anything. Yes, you can. $10 isn't going to kill you. If you're watching me online, you probably got $10. You can donate $10. Okay. And I hate, because to me, it feels like begging. And I'm a grown man, and I'm black. I don't like to beg. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I don't even like asking for help. You know what I'm saying? So me asking you to donate, like, that's like very frustrating to me. Okay. So do whatever you can. I'm going to keep fighting regardless, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. That's what my spirit is compelling me to do. That's what God has called me to do. So I'm going to do whatever I can do. That's all I got. I'm going to take off. You guys donate. Marcus to number 4, Rochester.com. That's Marcus to number 4, Rochester.com. You guys be blessed, be well, share this. And if you comment after we put the thing off, I'll do my best to answer your comment in another video, or I'll try to do like a little response directly to it. I'll catch you guys later. Remember, stand up, speak up, and don't shut up. Take action. Be blessed and be well. Peace.